My definition would be, creating the processes and the ability to allow every community to thrive. A lot of the work we do is on health, and sort of providing spaces and places where people can have a healthy lifestyle. So for me, that means, providing places where people can be active, so biking and walking, in a sort of frequent manner. Being protected against environmental hazards. We do a lot of work with air quality, so protecting against, exposure to air quality and other contaminants. Newer area is promoting mental health. So I guess sort of having sort of health in a lot of different domains, but creating, places in the urban environment where people can be healthy. So I got introduced to urban planning after I was an undergraduate. So my undergraduate was in engineering. I took a job with a company called Zipcar out of college. Zipcar was run by a bunch of urban planners, or many urban planners. So I got sort of introduced to the topic. A lot of the work we were doing was sort of, locating Zipcars, in different neighborhoods and sort of learning about those neighborhoods. So that kind of opened my eyes up to it. And when I decided to go back to graduate school, I, studied both urban planning and engineering. And so that sort of opened my eyes to sort of not only the engineering side, I guess, which I was, trained in at the beginning, but also to all the topics that are within urban planning. One thing I really liked about it, as opposed to sort of some of the engineering things I had worked on, is that you get to see a lot more change on the ground through a lot of the projects that we've been working on, for me, both in Minneapolis and then here as well. A lot of those projects have been working with the community on bicycle counts and pedestrian counts and planning for trail systems and parkways and those sorts of things. And so, over the years, you actually get to see the ground change. Unlike a lot of fields, we're sort of out there working with people and you actually get to see the changes little by little, which can be maybe not as quick as you'd want a lot of times, but for me, it's cool to see that happen. One of the cool things about it, and I think one of the tough things to tackle, is that it's really broad. Urban planning encompasses anything you can imagine in a city or an urban environment. And so that could be, housing or the environment or transportation or equity issues or community engagement, lots and lots of things. And so yeah, I think it's useful to sort of first try and take as much of that in as you can, but then decide sort of where you want to make your impact. Try and hone in by the end of your time here on sort of what's important to you and where you think you can make an impact in the world. And that's what's up.